Alrighty, it's not all arena drafts over here. We're in a 4-on-4 powered cube draft, Magic Online, the good stuff. And, well, this isn't the best opening pack. I'm kind of considering just taking Strip Mine here. Is that crazy? I just feel like drafting a Strip Mine deck. I don't know. Certainly Reanimate is a fine pick there. Well, Reanimate into Psychic Frog would have been nice. There's also Ugin, Basalt Monolith, Feywild, Force Negation. Honestly, I'm just going to take Psychic Frog. I think it's the best card. And Strip Mine's still a good colorless card. Passing to Bebop probably takes the Reanimate, maybe the Sneak. And I'm happy to take Frog past Fable, Feywild, Ugin, elsewise. All right. You know, little blue-black start. Maybe I'll pass Reanimate, then cut blue-black, you see. And then here, honestly, I might just take Steam Vents. Steam Vents is a really powerful land. It's frequently one of the lands you need the most. Underground Sea and Steam Vents in those color combinations, just very intensive color combinations. And, well, of course, I'd rather have Underground Sea. I don't really want to take Mind Twist or Concealing Curtains. There's no blue card in the pack, so let's just take Steam Vents and, oh, okay. Now there's Duress and Mana Drain and Tinker, but I don't think we're tinkering here. Kind of just want to Mana Drain. I like Duress. Duress is very good. Mana Drain is a really busted card. And I'd rather not pass. Well, I guess passing either is fine. There's Currency Converter and Woodfall Primus as well. And then now, I see why the Brain Freeze and LED haven't been taken. But I probably won't take them either. I'll just take Snapcaster. I have the start to what could be a nice Snapcaster deck. Yes, the Reanimate would be better, but you know, passing LED and Freeze, Fatal Push, Soul Guide Lantern. All right, let's snap off. And then I do like Dark Confidant, but I think I want Bitter Triumph here. I like having a good removal spell, and I have a Snapcaster Mage. They're both good reasons to want that. I also look like potentially this could be control or mid-range, both. We'll have to see. And then now there's a Magda, a Consult, a Consider, Storm Chaser's Talent, Cryogen Relic. A lot of good blue cards. Blue does seem fairly open. I'm going to take Consult the Star Charts here. And I think that's the most powerful of these. I would have taken Ponder or Preordain over Consult, but I think Consider is a touch worse than those. Basically, if this was a blue-black land, this is Reanimate, we'd be golden. Oh, I'll take From the Catacombs, though. This card's really strong. All right, this is actually looking like a pretty nice control deck, and that's a potentially good drain sink. You drain their creature on turn 2, and then you cast From the Catacombs on turn 3. Seems pretty good. I passed a Feywild Caretaker, which Bebop could easily have taken as well. That's a pretty splashable card. I do like that the best cards I've passed, I'm in those colors. Reanimate, Feywild Caretaker are among the best cards I've passed, and then that's what I'm drafting. Here, I don't think this is a Limdual's Vault deck. These are not the kind of cards that want Vault. I might actually just Stern Scolding. I need a 1-drop. I don't care about Urborg that much. I do like a Steel Cutter, but I don't have any zeros or anything. Oh, there's a 0. I am still going to take the 0, I think. I think Bauble is just a very strong card in general, as I've made clear many times. Resentful Revelation, that one's probably near its way out. Odawara is fine, but I'll take Bauble. Also, that way if they took the Steel Cutter, then taking the Bauble makes that pick worse too. And yeah, this is the start to, I think, a pretty strong blue-black deck. I have this random Steam Vents hanging out, but again, there was no blue or black cards in that pack that were, I think, of note. And here, all right, I'll take Curtains now. Flame Tongue is a fine card, and Hex Drinker, that's a late Hex Drinker, but Curtains, I think, is just decent. I don't mind it. Oh, I'll take an Artite too. All right, I am on the lookout for ninjas. That'd be nice. I think Sunbaked is the best of these. Oh, I'll take a True Name. I do like Lingering Souls. Oh, I don't actually hate Storm Chaser's Talent here either. The Steam Vent doesn't look very good. The Strip Mine is fine. It's not amazing, but, you know, Strip Mine is just, you can play it as kind of like a spell/land split card, and it works totally well. This blue-black has actually seemed quite open. Oh, baby, is that a Gleemox? All right, I was hoping to get a little Mox and speed things up, so let's take that. Passing Snuff Out, Marsh Flats, Metamorphosis Fanatic, Chromox, Ancient Tomb, so 1, 2, 3, 4, Pyrolust 5, Emrakul's probably 6. So I might get Brainstorm back. I might not, or Metamorphosis Fanatic, but obviously I'm slamming the Gleemox. And I think I'm going to follow it up with Deep Cavern Bat. This is just the Deep Cavern Bat deck for sure. Also makes any future ninjas great. I do like Bloodstained Mire. It gets Steam Vents, so it is a blue-black duel. Oh, hold on. Maybe that's more important, actually. Yeah, actually it is. My colors are pretty intense. Plus, there's Bat and Emperor Bones. Maybe one of those wheel, though. Probably not. All right, well, we've got Meyer, Strip Mine, Steam Vents. I think the fact that this works with Steam Vents to just be a blue-black duel already, because it can get black or it can get red-blue, is just too good. Passing a Palace Jailer and a Headliner Scarlet, and I'm probably just going to take a Preordain. I think Preordain's better than Probe. Probe is good. I mean, Probe, I do have Snapcaster. Turning Snapcaster into a 2-mana cantrip is pretty nice. But Preordain is just so good at fixing basically anything that's going on with you. I could splash red at this point if I wanted to as well. Wouldn't be the most difficult thing in the world. But yeah, been enjoying the Arena Cube for sure. It is pretty good times. Getting to play it conveniently and fast is really nice. I of course am still going to do these because I like the team aspect. I like the best of 3 aspect. I think the better cube list. They have their constraints. I'm not saying they made a bad list. In fact, I think the Arena Cube is a great list. But I like the list that I make because it has all the cards I want to play with, and I think has some pretty good play experiences. And I like drafting with my friends on the draft server. A lot of people I've spent a lot of time with over the last couple of years. All right, Daze and the Bloodstained Mire makes Daze better too, and Daze is a really strong card, so already kind of paying dividends there. This is such a good Daze deck. Turn 2 Psychic Frog, Daze your play is just game over. I mean, honestly, turn 2 Psychic Frog's often game over. Passing a Jace the Mind Sculptor, but we all know the deal with Jace at this point. Oh, I gotta just take Verdant, I think. Oh, maybe I take Undercity Sewers, actually. It's tap land, but it is both colors. Verdant currently is just a black fetch because it doesn't get red or anything. All right, I'll take the Undercity Sewers. It's close, though. And here, I'm not a City Traders deck at all. Not a Talisman deck. I'll take Baleful Mastery. Sometimes you do want to run this. It's very good against the Thassa's Oracle combo, and I guess I am a little short on removal, so I wouldn't mind it. Oh, Doc Ock. I love the Oculus in this kind of deck. I've got Bauble, Preordain, Daze. Yeah, I've got a lot of ways to put things in the graveyard. This does have Escape, exile 5 cards, but I think having 2 of these effects isn't too bad, and you don't need to escape this that often for it to be good. Plus, there's actually a combo. You just from the Catacombs back the Oculus. Unearth would be looking good here too. I mean, this is just looking very solid. Very solid. What am I missing here? I mean, I passed Duress for Mana Drain. I could use another effect like that. There's a Luris. Honestly, I'm not that far from Luris. These 3 cards aren't that much better, but I think I'm just going to take Wasteland. There's also Dak. I do have Steam Vents, Bloodstained Mire, and Gleemox. Dak would be really nice in this deck. Maybe I just do that, because Blue-Black is typically a little soft against artifacts. They don't interact with artifacts. It's a good card to splash. It's good at filling the graveyard, which I have multiple cards that care about that. Oh, Pyroblast came back? As much as I love Pyroblast, I should take Brainstorm. This is such a good Brainstorm deck. I mean, I guess I only have the 1 shuffle right now, but I have like Snapcaster, I have Storm Chaser's talent, so like cantrips are good. Filling my graveyard is nice. Yeah, I'll take Brainstorm here. And then I guess Zeator's Proving Ground is a red-black tap land. Sure, let's just take it. I don't think I want Talisman. Oh, Probe came back? That's crazy. Crazy. Let's just take Witherbloom because who knows? I think Unexpected Absence the best card there. And I think Ultimate Already is better than Outland Liberator in general. So I guess maybe the Pyroblast would have been good to pick up. Given that right after Brainstorm I got Probe, but actually just having a lot of cantrips is really good. The Brainstorm does make me wish a little I had Verdant over Undercity Sewers, but the problem with taking Verdant is it's so leveraged on finding a blue-black land. I think just taking a blue-black land and having a Surveil land is just always nice to fetch. I think that's a reasonable pick. All right, going into pack 3. See if we can get some big money here. Obviously, I opened a pretty good piece of power, but wouldn't mind more. All right, so there's Lose Focus as another counter. I only have 2. There's Malcolm, which is good in this deck, and there's Cogwork. I think I'm going to take Cogwork. Unfortunately, because of the way Cogwork is coded, and I've mentioned this before, it doesn't notify everyone else because that's what it says on the card. So I think when you have Cogwork, at least now when Larry's deciding between their first pick, I should at least wait till they make a first pick. Because what's a disaster is if they were, let's say they open 2 Moxes and a Flash, and they're a good Flash deck. They would like take the Flash past both Moxes. But if they knew I had taken Cogwork, they just wouldn't do that. So I think it behooves me to wait a little bit here. I'm just going to wait basically till Larry passes 1 pack, which at some point should happen because we're getting pretty close. It means they have a tough pick here too. Okay. Well, 5, 4. Well, going to the wire. And here, well, I'm definitely going to take Force. Do I want to swap in Cogwork for Inquisition? I don't want Vamp Tutor. That's not where I'm at. This is such a good Force deck. I just have tons of good blue cards. Is Cogwork better than an Inquisition? I don't think so. I'm gonna go for it. All right. Let's see. See if I regret it. It's my second card. All right, well, I'm very happy with the Verdant pick because now I have Misty to go fetch Undercity Sewers. Inquisition is great. Passing up on a Troll of Khazad-dûm, I'm okay with that. So Cogwork wouldn't have been good here. Basically, you have to measure is the second best card in any pack better than Inquisition of Kozilek? And so far, in the 1 pack I've seen, the answer is no. This pack, the answer is also no. I'm not taking a Troxa or World Spine. There's Time Twister that doesn't do much for me. I could just take Creeping Tar Pit, though. Maybe I take Volcanic. Volcanic is just a way to cast Dak. Yeah, I'll just take that. My concern with taking Creeping Tar Pit is I just don't want another tap land, and I'm already going to fetch Undercity Sewers a decent amount of the time. So let's just take Volcanic Island. Beta Volcanics looks so good. It's unbelievable. Here, I could take Thieving Skydiver. I could take Overgrown Tomb, and it makes Misty into untapped black mana. That is kind of nice. What am I doing on playables? Right now, I have 18, 19 lands. I have plenty of playables then, though I have cards I could cut too. I could take a red card here. Now that I have Volcanic and Misty, I have 5 red sources, but I don't really need iteration. I have all these cantrips. I actually think I am just going to take the Overgrown Tomb. I think it's fine. And then here, that's a late Nadu. I'm not a Simian Spirit Guide deck. I could take Spire Bluff, and then I'd be pretty set on red mana. I could take like Tundra randomly. I mean, technically I have 4 green sources in my deck too, but I don't know what that necessarily means. Does Nadu do anything for me here? I don't really even have a way to target. Let's just take Spire Bluff, I think. And here, I like a Bauble. I like an Occult Epiphany. Occult Epiphany is pretty nice at filling the graveyard from the Catacombs and Oculus, and it's just kind of nice with Catacombs, nice with Mana Drain. I could also take Treasure Cruise and have a 3rd way to impact my graveyard, or I could take Bauble. I'm not taking Thundering Falls. We don't need to do that. Would Bauble be good? I kind of want Bauble and Treasure Cruise. Where's my Cogwork? No ninjas this game, huh? That's unfortunate. I think I'm going to take Occult Epiphany. I just like that card a good amount. This pack, it's like, do I hate draft one of these cards? I guess I'm not playing any of them. What's most likely that they'll be playing? Maybe if they took like a sneak, they want the Seasoned Pyromancer. I could also hate Chromatic Star because that's just like a generically pretty good card. I think I'm just going to hate the Seasoned Pyromancer. Here there's Night's Whisper. I don't have any ninjas, so the Stowaway definitely gets a little worse. But do I want a Night's Whisper? I think I just want Stowaway. It's pretty good at fighting the initiative too. Here, I guess I'll just take Dragon's Rage Channeler. Hate a Forensic Gadgeteer. I don't think getting a white black land does anything for me. Cogwork, Upheaval. Sure, I'll take Upheaval. Passing a bunch of white black lands. Oh, I guess I could have taken Leyline Binding at some point. Or taking the white lands and played Leyline Binding. Actually, I would have had all 5 colors of land, but don't really need to be domain. All right, I have more red sources than I need for this deck, but the deck will be good. I could have almost run Treasure Cruise in this deck as well, but I think that Oculus and From the Catacombs is a pretty good start. All right, I guess no one's drafting artifacts, huh? All right, pretty solid, I would say. Oh, I could have taken the Crucible for Strip Mine, but I just don't want to put Crucible in this kind of deck. You just want to be doing things. All right, definitely not playing Zeotor's Proving Ground. No real need to do that. I think the Overgrown Tomb is worth it, though, and definitely. And this is now, I think, 1 fewer land. Well, No, this is actually probably right, because this is going to be 16 lands plus a Gleemox. And often when I have Strip Mine, I like to play like one additional land, because I feel like Strip Mine's like kind of a spell. But in this case, I have Bauble, Probe, Brainstorm, Preordain, so like I feel like I can get away with not doing that. And Donating Mountains, see 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 blue is already pretty good. And then that leaves 4 swamps, so that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it's 11 and 9. That's probably right because I have all these cantrips. Yeah, this deck looks good. Yeah, if you replace Strip Mine with a swamp and then put a Reanimate in the deck, it would be better. But I also don't really have anything like insane to Reanimate. I guess Oculus is kind of nice. Seeing a Ninja would have been nice. I do have what for Disruption. I have an Inquisition, a Daze, a Mana Drain, and Force of Will. Getting the Force of Will is incredible. Like, it's probably the third best card in my deck. Gleemox being the first, Frog being the second, and then Force is the third. I don't anticipate much problem playing Oculus early and from the Catacombs multiple times, and I even have like pretty good types for Occult Epiphany, like Enchantment, Artifact, whatnot. Yeah, this deck looks strong. So my teammate J Ready has Time Vault, Key, Tezzeret, Wheel, Time Twister, Hull Breacher. Pretty nice, and a bunch of tutors. Mana's a little rough, but look at the sideboard. Brain Freeze, no LED or Breach. Echo, no LED. Yogg-Will, no LED. Demonic Consultation, no Thassa's Oracle. Sword of the Meek, no Thopter Foundry. Boom. And we've got Samrolf on just like a beautiful mono white deck. Just no power, all the good 1-drops, a lot of good 2s. White Plume Adventure on 3. Ring, Palace Jailer, Elspeth. Awesome deck. And then Alicon on a Emerald Soaring Academy Retrofitter deck, but also just a bunch of red, white, blue mid-range stuff. Tinker. This deck will be interesting to see how it plays out, though I think it's quite powerful. So playing against Bebop here in round 1. And let's see how this goes. I would like to play first turn 1 Psychic Frog. No, how about a Mulligan? All right. I mean, I'll keep this and I'll just put the only black card away. And then go turn 1 Steam Vents. And I think that what I'm going to want to do is try to set up like a turn 4 Strip Mine. Hopefully I'm getting Duressed. Currency Converter is not too scary. Island, Stowaway. Because if they just want to spend time converting this turn, then this will flip. So they'll probably want to play a spell here. Otherwise, it's not going to go so well for them. And then I'm going to go turn 3 True Name and then turn 4 Strip Mine. Something along those lines, though. We'll see. Maybe I draw a Gleemox. FOMO? All right. Wow, that's sick with Currency Converter. That's a pretty good start. Oh, and a Sin, huh? All right. Any Gleemoxes? Let's probe first. So I have better, so I draw my card and then I can decide what to discard. Another island. Delta, Blazemire Verge, Swamp, Resentful Revelation, Cut Down. Okay, that's not the best hand. True Name is going to be solid here. Hit, get one of these islands out of here. Yeah, and I'm just going to play this Strip Mine because I might want to discard the island, and I don't care if they know I have Strip Mine coming. True Name. Yeah, make your 2/2. All right. Pass the turn. So they have a bunch of lands, a Revelation, and a Cut Down. So I guess I'm not actually discarding the island to the Stowaway because the Stowaway is going to die this turn. Almost assuredly. Tapping red. Oh, is this just casting Resentful Revelation before playing one of these lands? Probably. Kind of real have drawn 4 islands and no swamps. I have pretty good mana, but you know, we'll see. Dak Faden would be really nice. Steal that Currency Converter, and then if it survives, set up on Oculus. Or just Dak, Steal, and Converter. And then using the Dak and discarding the Converter. All right, Resentful Revelation down. Oh, it's doing the thing where I can't close things. Nice. Atroxa and Gemstone Caverns. Yeah, those don't seem good. Hopefully no Reanimate. Hopefully they're, like, best case scenario, they're just casting Cut Down here. Letting me untap first? It's a little odd. All right. Bobble's a horrible draw. Let's go Bobble. Bobble you. Exhume. Well, would you look at that? I'm just going to attack with both because I think it's more important that I do damage. Are we not cutting down? Oh, okay. Well, now I'm going to discard Oculus because I know Exhum's coming. And yeah, I guess I'll strip mine the Scrubland and play Spire Bluff Canal. Why did we not cut down the Suspicious Stowaway? I'm so confused. Oh, they're cycling, so they don't draw the Exhum. Okay. Sure, I guess I kind of got there, but I didn't really foresee that the unknown card, they had one unknown card in hand, and it was a cycler. All right, all right. And now that means they also get to attack me for a lot more damage than I expected. Now I draw the Gleemox. Oh man, everything about how this is going has like been kind of bad for me, but yeah, you know, it's all right. They have creature sorcery, so they can cut down and then even attack for more damage here. Basically, I traded 3 damage for 8 damage. It's not a good deal. Oh, then they found Reanimate? What is going on? Every draw step. All right. Into Atraxa. All right, I'll let them show me their cards, and then I'll concede. And boom. Mox Ruby, huh? All right. Fair enough. All right. That was unfortunate. I don't really have much of a sideboard, so I guess we're running it. All right. Well, let's hope I don't have to mulligan and or draw Gleemox. I actually like this hand because I get to go... first of all, I'm just going to probe because I have other cards to pitch to force. And I get to crack this for Undercity Sewers, but I think I'll just probe first. And what do they have? Archon, Fable, Necromancy, Troll. Okay, well, I'm going to force will that Necromancy. Play this, pass the turn. It's basically like I get to see 3 cards, and I think that that's enough. Are they? They're not discarding Archon on turn 1. That can't be their actual strategy. I think they just passed to their second main here. All right, they played a Mountain. Hold on. Undercity Sewers. Oh my god, now I move there. Stern Scolding. All right, Graveyard. Let's draw. Okay, seeing all that many cards did actually do the thing. And then play Stowaway. And what I would like to do is force pitching ultimately True Name, unless I draw a different blue card, of course, because it would be really nice to be able to cast Oculus soon here. It's actually getting pretty close. If they don't Manamorphose into a spell, they don't have a 2-drop. That's pretty nice. Blood Crypt. No, they didn't. They just let me flip the Oculus or the Stowaway. All right. I think that if I were them, I would have just cycled Manamorphose. They don't need the fixing. It doesn't look like. All right, I'll take it. And I drew a Preordain, so now I can just play True Name here. Pass the turn. It does actually make the Oculus take longer, which is funny. Note, by the way, this can take cards out of their graveyard, so they gotta watch themselves. I actually kind of think I just forced the Fable because they don't seem to have a way to get Archon into the graveyard right now. And I'll pitch the Preordain. They can Necromancy the Troll. That's not a huge concern at this point. So, and oh, there we go. I even have a Baleful Mastery. All right. A land would be nice. Swamp, so I can go Oculus or Curtains plus flip. Oh, though actually Mana Drain's incredible because now I just go Curtains and then drain whatever they play. Okay, this is looking pretty good. So they've played, I didn't know about the Verge. They've played the Mountain, the Fable, the Troll. They have the rest of these cards. So I have 7 cards in hand and I know 5 of them. Okay. They can flip the Seafaring Werewolf back, but it's not even all bad to have that thing flip at this point. I will take the extra cards now, but later it would be nice to discard and then be able to Oculus. Because now if they're going to play another spell here. Oh, not? Okay. Works for me. All right, well, that wasn't too hard. Let's say if I get a good Gleemox draw game 3. As usual, no sideboarding. All right. Well, wrong 0 mana artifact. I think I'll run this. I have Drain up on 2. If If I draw a black land, I can start with Inquisition. Well, Inquisition's a lot worse with a currency converter out. All right. Just don't draw island, please. Oh, okay. Bobble, Gleemox, Bobble U. See what you're drawing, Blazemire Verge. All right, pass the turn. I don't want to Inquisition into the currency converter. What I might do is, if they don't do anything on turn 2, so they're going to leave 2 tap up, then I Inquisition, because that's a turn where they don't get a free tap of the currency converter. Like, I would not Inquisition here. Wait, they didn't play... Huh. They have Blazemire Verge and they didn't want to use converter. They must be cycling. Yeah, that's going to be it. Let's go... I think I strip mine then. Kill this. They're assuredly cycling Oliphant. They kept a card on top, though, so maybe they don't want to cycle it. Or they have a blue card they really wanted to play. No, they are cycling. Or Troll, I guess. Yeah, one of those two. All right, so they get to make their 2/2. Converter's a really good card. Really is. Yeah, I have a 2/2 to deal with, I guess. Huh, so they left a card on top. It must have just been a good spell. They didn't mind just being in their deck. Okay. They Miracle the Metamorphosis Fanatic, so now I know they have that. They can't cast it unless they have a Spirit Guide. All right, you have a Metamorphosis Fanatic. Congrats. Next turn, I am probably going to Inquisition if they leave mana up. If they cast Exhume here, I definitely have to mana drain it. I need to find a threat of some kind. I need to find Dak Faden. Dak Faden might be the best card I could draw. Steal that currency converter. All right, no plays. I'm not going to cast Consult here. Brainstorm, huh? I'm actually still going to go Swamp Inquisition you. Because this is the turn they were going to spend mana on converter anyways, so... Palantir, cut down, Shallow Grave. Let's take the Shallow Grave, because I think that card's going to be kind of dangerous. They get to make a 2/2 if they want, but then they don't spend the mana on using converter, so I think it's not, look, it's not amazing, but it works out all right. It's the best I'm going to get with Inquisition. I don't think... Most of the things that they seem to be doing, I have been like a little disagreeing, but you know... I think that I would have probably done 2 tap, draw a card, and then convert over the next 2 turns just for mana reasons. But all right, so now I'm going to get to drain Palantir. I'm going to go to 14, and then I'm going to get to go Brainstorm and then Consult. So I'll see a bunch of new cards. And hopefully we get a bit of money here. So I have Metamorphosis Fanatic and Cut Down. Let's draw any Dax. Oh, that's interesting. I could just Occult Epiphany for 3. Maybe for 4? No, I'll do it for 3. I have a lot of 3 drops that would be nice to hit, like Oculus would be incredible. Oh, yeah, okay. I definitely want to discard an island. I think I'm going to discard Baleful Mastery, and I guess that means I just discard another island. I only make 2 2/2s. Then I'm going to play a land and pass. I don't think I want to discard Force of Will. And what I'm probably going to end up doing is casting Brainstorm Consult here. Wow, that was a pretty weak Occult Epiphany. See, like now they're main phase converting, and they would have done 2 less damage, but if they had done it the other way, I think it would have worked out better for them. Just in terms of mana spent. Oh, they chose not to exile it. So they drew Exhume and Ruby are the last 2 draws. Oh, Reanimate. I'm definitely going to counter that. The question is, how do I do it? Brainstorm. I think I'm just going to actually force pitching Brainstorm. It's not like I have a ton of cards to put back on Brainstorm, and I want to cast Consult with Kicker next turn, I think. Definitely going to block here. All right. I could also just Consult here, but I think getting the extra card is probably worth it. Oh, well, I drew Oculus, so I guess I'll just do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. I think that's good. Leaving some Snapcaster targets. All right. Pass the turn. They have Cut Down in hand. That's what I know. Flipping over from the Catacombs would be nice. I guess I'll flip Concealing Curtains. That one actually is kind of easy to like flip and then flip. Sad that Dak would have been nice though. If I had cast Consult, I would have seen Dak and Oculus. It would have been a little rough. All right. Well, Oculus is going to be a pretty fast clock. If they find another Reanimate, they have Necromancy and... Oh my god, please be putting that under Converter. Okay. They have Necromancy and Exhume that I know about. So if they find one of those, then it's bad. Though I don't think they have it right here. Generous Plunder. Sure, that doesn't really do much. All right. I just need to find another piece of interaction. I'm going to cast Consult with Kicker now. Okay. Wow. Breaking pretty hard on my card draw spells, but I did peel an Oculus, and I'll leave 2 blockers back now. And I can also flip the... Ooh, flipping the True Name... Oh, actually, flipping the True Name is not that good, because it's not going to have protection for anything. It's still better than a Misty Rainforest, of course. Flipping the Concealing Curtains is kind of nice. All right, if I make it through this turn, I have Urtai. So... I just need them not to have drawn on their draw step or their Converter draw a Reanimator. A Reanimate. They have a lot of mana, unfortunately. Oh no, that's disaster. They did peel a Reanimation spell. Yeah, that will do it, I guess. I mean, I can kill the Atraxa, but I really don't think that's going to do it because they're getting 2 things back. Let's see what they hit off Atraxa. Woodfall Primus, Oliphant, Fear of Missing Out, Archon, Chromatic Star. Yeah, they get to Fatal Push the Oculus. All right. That's how it goes against Reanimator sometimes. All right. Time for round 2. Battling against another Reanimator deck with Entomb. I kept this hand. I'm going to go Bobble. Bobble. I could Bobble myself. I have like 1 cantrip and a Stern Scolding. I think I'd rather just do this and pass. And then Bobble Mark here, end of his turn. So, well, the good news is my last opponent had a lot of the good Reanimation cards, so hopefully Mark doesn't have like a ton more. But, yeah, man, that 1 turn. That's what it takes, huh? Okay. Ooh, what did you keep? Kept a land. All right, that's interesting to know. All right, can I just get a Black Source? Is that too much to ask? Ooh. It is not. Overgrown Tomb coming in clutch here. Overgrown Tomb, pay 2 life. 5-color Frog, baby. You know, next turn, I could discard 4 cards if I wanted to get an Oculus into play. That's probably excessive. What is this? Collective Brutality? Oh, no. Pentide Prism. Okay. That makes sense. Let's see what I draw here. I just want to find a little bit of disruption. Oh, I sure did. All right, well, I'm just going to attack. I'm not going to do the whole Oculus thing because I'd have to go. I wouldn't be able to keep Force of Will up, unfortunately. If I had 1 more card and could keep Force of Will up, I could actually see that being a bit enticing. But I'm going to attack. I don't even think I'm discarding an island here. I might end up missing a point of damage by doing that, but oh. Let's just go Dak. Steal the Prism, which I know isn't going to like get me a Prism because he's going to use the mana, but it basically just blows it up unless he has an instant. If he has an instant, it's kind of nice for him. He gets to use the mana. But, oh, into Bowmasters? All right, I guess I'll force that. And I think at this point I pitched Snapcaster. Interesting. So he had a bigger play, didn't want to use the mana, and got to use the mana. That worked out pretty nicely for Mark overall. But I am going to most likely play an Oculus next turn. And what's he going to do here? Basalt Monolith. All right, we're going kind of big over here, huh? And here I could attack first. I'm going to want to probably discard at least 1 card to the Frog, but I guess with the Dak out, I still would rather see all my cards first before deciding. Because there's a chance I don't play Oculus this turn. All right, well, not a very big chance at this point. Well, No, never mind. I'm not playing Oculus this turn. And I think I discard Spider Bluff Island. Well, actually, I'm going to play... I guess I'm just going to discard those two. Let's play Spider Bluff, Inquisition you. Duress, Demonic Tutor, Shieldred, World Spine Worm. I'm going to take Duress and pass the turn. So Mark can now... Still not going to work, huh? Has Shieldred, DT, Worm. If he doesn't draw a land, he can tap Monolith to play Shieldred. He kind of wants to tap Monolith now because I might DAC it if he doesn't. And I feel like I'm in pretty good shape here. How'd we do round one? All right, we're up 2-1 round one, still pending one match, so that's not bad. Not that I contributed. So he didn't draw a land, because if he draws a land, he probably just plays Shieldred. If he plays Demonic Tutor, I'm okay with that. I'm not mana draining that. He's got a Emperor of Bones. That's interesting. So what is that going to do? It's going to put a Bowmasters into play. I think I'm just going to mana drain the Emperor of Bones. Maybe I don't want to do that. I don't know. He can't really make another play this turn. Next turn, if he draws a land, he can DT and sneak. Oh. We're DTing now? What are we doing? I guess we're just going to lose the Monolith anyway. Because of the DAC is, I guess, the idea. Sure. Can't get Flash here. Because it's not blue mana or probably Flash. I'm trying to think, what's like the single best card he could get in this kind of spot? Like, if he's just DTing for a land, I don't care about that, obviously. And now that the Monolith's tapped, I don't really need to DAC it. So that part is, I guess, nice. And next turn, I'm going to have 2 mana, so I'll have 6 mana. So depending on what I draw, I could cast both of these things. And my Snapcaster's gone, so I don't need to even keep any specific cards in the graveyard. All right, no other plays. Let's draw for the turn. I have 2 mana, so I think I'm just going to start by using Oculus, because I definitely want to cast Oculus. And then I'm going to attack with Frog, draw a card. Like if I draw Urtai or something, I'll be happy to not do anything. Storm Chaser's Talent. Oh, I did forget about that, but I did also leave Drain, so that worked out kind of nicely. I guess I'll loot now. Do I want Storm Chasers? Yeah, I think I'm going to discard just the 2 lands and then just cast Storm Chaser's Talent. I don't need to consult the star charts at this point. And now I have Consult up, which doesn't really do anything to have that up, but and Baleful Mastery up, which could stop some sort of wild breach play. Next turn, I can attack for 6, 7, 8, 9. But if I start frogging, that could be like 12. Or it's just going to be Shieldred. Okay. I am going to consult end of turn here. Oh, From the Catacomb sounds pretty great to me. So take that. Draw, lose 2 life. That's fine. I'm just going to cast this for 4 mana. I don't really want to give Mark a card here at this point. I guess if somehow his last 2 cards are Sneak Worm, I could lose. Maybe I should have left something else back. I don't know. No, I actually won't die because I'll have the Oculus. I think I'm going to discard the Curtains here. All right. And then I'm going to DAC. Discard this 2 cantrips. I just don't want to show them From the Catacombs, though. Maybe it doesn't matter. Maybe I should have just kept Curtains, discarded Catacombs, and then I could have done that. Or maybe I should have even binned Urtai. I mean, Frog is lethal, or Oculus is lethal, so all right. We got that one. Once again, submitting. All right. Ooh, okay. I like this hand. I'm definitely going to keep. I've got the Gleemox. I don't really have like a Gleemox curve, but honestly, what I might do, turn 1 probe you, snap probe, just draw 2 extra cards and put a 2/1 into play, use my mana on turn 1. And I still have Storm Chasers to pitch to force. All right, not bad. Mark Mold and is playing Raucous Theater, Binning Through the Breach. All right. Don't need to play that. Yeah, let's probe. See what you got. Stern Scolding. Okay, that's an interesting one. Oh, so he's going to Mogda on turn 2. So now I think I will do things a little differently. Let's go Island, Gleemox, Storm Chaser's Talent. Pass. Because I just think he's going to Mogda on turn 2 here. It would just make the most sense. And then I can Stern Scolding it. This is a pretty nice hand. A 0 mana removal spell, 2 and 3 good 2-drops. If he casts Night's Whisper here, then it's like a little more annoying, but you just wouldn't really make that play most of the time. Stern Scolding. And then next turn, I can still snap probe if I want to do that. Let's see what I draw first. Another land. I don't need to use force too soon. I'm going to play Sewers to get to Surveil first. Yeah, Concealing Curtains is probably fine. Then now I just go Snapcaster, Probe. I was willing to pay 2 life to Surveil this turn. And probe you. The most annoying part about the probe is that it's going to show these cards again and I still can't close them. But, you know. And then now Mark might end up wanting to snuff out the Otter token, but I don't really care if he does. There's no animate targets right now. He drew a mountain. That was the card he drew. So he's probably just going to cast Night's Whisper here. And this is putting a decent amount of pressure on. And then I'm probably going to want to Concealing Curtains to animate dead. So I know about Animate Dead, Snuff Out. Those are the only 2 cards I know. There's 3 unknowns. The card he drew for his turn and the 2 Night's Whisper cards. So if he wants to Snuff Out, he probably needs to do it now. I think with the Night's Whisper coming, he might have wanted to do it last turn because it's going to take a decent amount of extra damage here. Oh, Looting. Okay, drawing a blue card would be nice. I guess I could, if I wanted to, Storm Chaser's back Stern Scolding just to have a blue card for Force of Will. But we'll see what Mark discards here. Because the thing is, Concealing Curtains also does a pretty good job disrupting things. I guess he's just hoping to draw a creature, maybe. I don't know if he had a creature before the looting. Because if he did, he would just snap it off, of course, and then set up the animate next turn. But we'll see. Discarded Simian Spirit Guide and Vampiric Tutor. Interesting. Has 4 cards in hand. Snuff Out and Animate Dead are 2 of them. Oy, I have drawn a land every turn. That is unfortunate. Let's just attack first. Just give no information about Snuff Out here. Okay, I don't think I need to crack my fetch right now because I do have Brainstorm in my deck. Can't snuff out the curtains. The curtain call. And then flip these things. And the disaster scenario feels like Shieldred in hand. And I can't take Shieldred and animate, but what am I going to do, you know? Carnage Interpreter, animate dead. Yeah, it's kind of similar. I guess I still take the animate dead past the turn. Had he used Snuff Out, it would have been like even on life now, and now, unfortunately, I don't think it really works that well to Snuff Out. So you can go land, Interpreter, and Snuff Out. Well, that's not so bad. I can just hardcast Force next turn. And I can hit for 3 with the Eye with Menace. So it's kind of interesting. Mark's going to have to discard a bunch of cards. Let's see, he goes land, Interpreter, so 3 cards. Snuff Out. He even if he uses Snuff Out, he's discarding 2 cards. Unless he wants to make a different play this turn, of Snuff out Snappy. Looks like we're running out the Carnage Interpreter. Okay. And I can't even close these. Here. Do that. All right. Discards. Just swamp. You just drew another land. All right. Well, I actually think I'm doing fine now. It would be nice to stop drawing lands, not going to lie. But I hit mark down to 5 here, and then I guess I don't really want to pay 2 life, so I'll just play the Bloodstained Mire. And I have hard cast Force of Will if you drew something this turn, which it looks like you did. Chandra. Yeah, that was a good draw, but I'll just get Swamp and Force. And then now if I draw a blue card, I win. Because if I draw a blue card, I can just Storm Chaser's Talent back, Force of Will, have a counter up. You can't really attack with Carnage Interpreter, I don't think. All right, I drew a blue card. I don't think I need to even play the Oculus. I think it's much better to do this. Get back Force of Will. Play Steam Vents tapped. And we're done. All right, 1-1. If I win this last round, I'll be pretty happy. I think this is a pretty solid deck, so let's see how the last round goes. All right, we're now down 3-5, so we have to 4-0 this round to win and 3-1 to tie. I'm on the draw against kind of the blue-black mirror. How do I sequence this? I'm going to keep this hand. I think what I'm going to want to do, maybe I just go turn 1 fetch, because I don't have an untapped blue-black lane to get, so if I play turn 1 Curtains, I can't brainstorm and fetch on turn 2, so I think maybe I turn 1 fetch. Well, if I get duressed or something, then, well, I don't like where this is going. Jeez. Okay. Well, this is reasonable. Turn 1 Liliana, huh? All right. I'll discard Urtai. Discard Skydiver, sure. Let's see what I draw. I think I'm just going to play this and pass. And then my goal is to get to Oculus soon, and I'm going to play Concealing Curtains so that Liliana has to minus so they don't go straight to ultimate. Probably going to use Liliana here is my guess. Though they don't have a lot of cards in hand. If they have a play, I don't like it. Cycle Unearth, okay. Into Kite Sail Freebooter. I'm going to want that to miss if I can. So let's just get Volcanic here. Cast Brainstorm. Nice, I can actually make it miss. So let's put back Daze and then Catacombs. I'm going to shuffle away the Daze. This is going to miss. And then next turn, I can play Oculus or I can play Suspicious Stowaway. Oh, they didn't plus Liliana, so they like their last card. My top card's Daze. I don't want to draw it, so I'm going to shuffle it away with Mire. I'm just going to get an island here, or swamp here. Do I play Stowaway? I think I do, because that threatens to Oculus next turn. So it's going to be tricky. It's going to depend on what my opponent's last card is here. Because if they -2 on Lily, oh, I guess I don't actually get to. I guess I'm not going to get to Oculus this turn, but it's okay. I can play Curtains. They still haven't played their last card. Is it a ninja? Oh, it's feeling like a ninja. Oh, no. Okay. Oh, there's Snap Brainstorm. Okay, I kind of like that, but maybe I just play Curtains and then leave up Curtains plus Snapcaster Mage. Yeah, that seems nice. And then if they plus Liliana, I can discard from the Catacombs. Basically, I'm willing to give up a Brainstorm in order to have more things in play. They have one card and they keep... Okay, that's fine. I'll sack the curtains. They have one card in hand. This is the worst mana crypt I've ever seen. Mana crypt is just not that good in blue-black. Obviously, you always take it and you do play it, but I don't even really need to throw a snap out, right? Just take my turn. I have the days, so I guess I just play this. I do, unfortunately, have to lose my brainstorm. Memory lapse? I see. Well, that's really... It's annoying because that goes on top, but they have no cards in their hand, so... Memory lapse Liliana also not that fantastic of a combo. And they've lost a lot of mana crypt flips, so... I actually think things are looking pretty good here. I mean, I don't really have a play now, which is unfortunate, but... I'll just keep up Baleful Mastery and probably hardcast it if they play a creature. They'll just lose 100 flips. Didn't lose that one. Now I don't mind if they draw a creature. I'm not going to Baleful Mastery the freebooter. I am just going to play Snapcaster end of turn, though. Just attack them down to 6. That's less mana crypt flips. Oh, land. That's pretty nice. Let's attack with Snappy. I guess the biggest reason to Baleful Mastery the freebooter is this from the Catacombs on Skydiver is going to work less well if they take the initiative, but if they had a removal spell, they would have killed the Snapcaster 100%. So they have to draw another removal spell here, and then I still have Snapcaster to attack, and I guess I get an island. Pass. For this to go wrong, they would have had to have drawn a flash creature and then not wanted to flash in and block, and then draw a removal spell, kill Skydiver, and then I still have Baleful Mastery into an attack. So, all right. Well, for being on the draw and facing turn 1 Moxjet Mana Crypt, I do think I'm going to win this game unless something good happens this turn, basically. Dark Confidant. No, I don't think that will do it. In fact, that really won't do it because I'm going to go... Oh, yeah, it's a good attack here, though. For sure they want to attack. No, you want to force the trade because otherwise I just forge the Thieving Skydiver. All right, block. I'm going to want to forge here because the trap is so good. So let's just go forge. As tempting as it is to try to kill them with their own Dark Confidant, I think I'm just going to go land just so I don't get hit by like a miscalc or something. Baleful Mastery, the Bob. Attack you down to 2. And now you lose to a mana crypt flip and you lose on my turn to trap if you don't have anything. So it's nigh impossible to get out of this is my guess. Didn't lose a mana crypt flip, but like trap is coming for you. So, and the mana crypt still is an issue even with that. All right. Up a game here, and hopefully they don't double power me on turn 1. Dak is nice. I will say that. Yeah, none of these cards are good. So let's get in there. Okay. Yeah, I mean I'll keep this hand. I don't love the hand, but I think it's okay. Okay, no jewelry. Can I get a Gleemox? Gleemox would make this hand nice. Really? They have Ancestral too? Okay. Well, Preordain's actually a pretty nice card. I don't want to bobble before using Misty necessarily. Oh, Inquisition Frog. Yeah, I want both of those. All right. Putting them both on top. Play my bobble past the turn. So... see what they do on turn 2. I mean, they might have to discard if they don't draw a Mox. All right, they have to discard. That's nice. I'm just going to wait on Bauble. I'm drawing Frog. Let's Bauble myself. Cult Epiphany. Oh, I actually don't mind drawing that, so I don't think I want to shuffle this turn. I think what I'm going to do here... I could play Frog... Yeah, playing Frog seems fine. If I get memory lapsed, I don't really care. Oh, Cycle on Earth. That's not memory lapse at all. All right, Frog resolved. I like that. And then next turn I have Inquisition plus Stowaway. Drawing my Occult Epiphany. No plays? All right, let's draw. think I'm going to Inquisition first. I don't know what they're up to, but it'd be nice to kind of find out. This also plays around Tishana's Tidebinder pretty nicely. If your plan was to Tidebinder the frog, that no longer works. And I'm going to want to cast Inquisition this turn pretty much no matter what I draw, so I feel like this is fine. And now I can either Brainstorm, fetch, or do otherwise. Griselbrand, Force of Negation, Enduring Curiosity, Grief. Okay, I guess I'll take Memory Lapse. And let's attack and draw a card. So we're going to hardcast Grief next turn? Sure. Let's crack this. I can just get a Volcanic here and just play Stowaway, because they have Force of Negation, so no reason to put a spell in the stack. Pass. Okay. I think we're looking pretty good, despite opponent having Jet, Ancestral, Mana Crypt, and playing 1 or 2 on turn 1 every game. Oh, didn't play anything to leave up Enduring Curiosity instead. Gotcha. That's good against Grief. Let's attack. If they play Enduring Curiosity to block, I'm kind of curious, as it were. Is there any chance I just want to let the frog... Yeah, alright, you can block. Discard Brainstorm. Discard Catacombs. Discard Occult Epiphany. Because I'm drawing a card off this this werewolf too. And they could get an enchantment of it. That doesn't do anything. Oh. Huh. Let's still go Bloodstained Mire. I still have Steam Vents in my deck, so let's just go. The reason I'm doing it this way is because I think that getting to Stern Scolding the Grief is going to be quite strong. Oh, Subtlety, pitching Force of Negation. Crack this in response. Steam Vents, pay the life. Alright. Resolves. I'm going to keep it. I did in response because I actually don't mind drawing True Name. Seems like a fine thing to draw. Top. Because I have a giant frog. Pretty good chance they're running out Grief. Their hand is Grief, Griselbrand, and 2 unknowns, I guess. It does mean I can't cast from the Catacombs yet, but I'm drawing 3 cards a turn. I think I'll manage. Let's attack. 6. They have a Griselbrand and an unknown in hand, and I'm also about to strip mine their Watery Grave. I suppose if I draw black, I could do something different. Oh, Oculus? I guess that's even better, isn't it? Alright. 1, 2. Alright, let's not exile the Stern Scolding. And let's exile the Stern Scolding, it's fine. I guess I probably didn't need to keep Preordained and Brainstorm there. And boom. Alright, 2 and 1. Alright, well, you know, this was a totally solid deck. I'm satisfied with the 2-1. It would have been nice to win that round 1. I mean, if they had 1 turn, which was 2 draw steps to draw a Reanimate. They had a lot of Reanimates in their deck. Their deck was good. They 3-0'd. And, you know, they had draws before that. But at that point, they had 1 or 2 draws to draw it before my Urtai came to play. Didn't quite get there, but got the other 2. And, I mean, the combination of, like, cheap interaction, frog, force of will. Yeah, strip mine over Reanimate didn't quite work out. It's possible it cost us the draft. I mean, they 3-0'd with a sick Reanimator deck. Though I didn't pass a ton more Reanimate stuff, I feel like, so who knows. But you know what? That'll do it for today. Got some Arena Cube coming and various other Cube-related format. It's the renaissance of Cube right now, and I could not be happier. So I'll see you back here tomorrow. And you know what? I might even try, while Arena Cube is up, because those videos are pretty quick, I might even try uploading more than 1 a day. We'll see how that goes. All right, well, cheers. I appreciate everyone who's hanging out with me, and I'll be back with some more magic very soon. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. It helps out the channel, and you won't miss a single draft.